In this video, we're going to learn about solving quadratics using the zero product property. The zero product property states that for a product of two quantities, at least one of those factors must be equal to zero. So in other words, for real numbers, a and b, if a times b is equal to 0, then either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0, or both. So if we have this product and our two factors are x plus 2 times x minus 8, and that product is equal to 0, either the x plus 2 is equal to 0 or the x minus 8 is equal to 0. And so we solve each of those one steps to isolate a value of x that would set one or both of the factors equal to 0. So on the first one here, we'll subtract 2 from both sides, and we end up with x is equal to negative 2. Or, if we set the other factor equal to 0, we'll add 8 to both sides of the equation, and we end up with x is equal to 8. So if we go back and we check our work, we plug the negative 2 in to our original equation, we get a negative 2 plus 2 times x minus 8 is equal to 0. Well, that says 0 times x minus 8 is equal to 0. Well, anything times 0 is equal to 0, so that checks. On the other side, if we plug 8 into the original equation, we have the quantity or factor x plus 2 is equal to 8 minus 8, or x plus 2 times 0 is equal to 0. Again, anything multiplied by 0 is equal to 0, and so that checks. Another example, we have two factors, again, two quantities multiplied by each other, and they're set equal to 0. In this case, our first factor is simply x, so we know that one of our solutions could be x is equal to 0. Or the other factor, x minus 1, is equal to 0. And then we have a one step again. So we'll add 1 to both sides, and we get x is equal to 1. So our solution is either x equals 0 or x equals 1. Could go back and check our original equation with each of those solutions, and we find that both of them satisfy. In our final example, we have two factors, one of which is going to end up being a two-step equation to solve. So we have our first equation, 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 4 is equal to 0. Our first factor, we'll subtract 3 from both sides of the equation so that we get 2x is equal to negative 3. We'll divide by 2 on both sides, and one of our solutions is negative 3/2. Or we have the one step, we'll add 4 to both sides of the equation, and we end up with x is equal to 4. If we plug either one of those back into the original equation, 2 times negative 3/2 is a negative 3, and a negative 3 plus 3 is 0. 0 times anything is equal to 0. So that checks. And our second solution, x equals 4, if we plug that into our original equation, anything times 4 minus 4 is 0 is equal to 0. So that checks.